I woke up this morning, opened Twitch, clicked on a stream that I never would have clicked on otherwise, and what I found, I had to scramble the screenshot because this just further proves that they just don't care. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and I swear I don't wake up and choose violence and decide to make these videos. They usually tend to find their way to me by way of Twitter or other avenues like DMs and stuff from concerned citizens of the XDefiant community. But today, I'll admit I did it to myself. I think I broke my own personal record of how fast I can get pissed off after waking up. So we're gonna need some recaps, some last time on Dragon Ball Z type stuff to make sure everyone's caught up. So stick with me here. Let's backtrack to 2 weeks ago when this post started gaining some traction on Twitter, a post made by a user by the name of Savnatra. Some of you may have seen my video on that. His banned screenshot he posted made it seem like he was banned for breaking some sort of code of conduct, meaning he was being toxic or typed something crazy out of pocket in the chat. But for some reason, he thought he was banned for cheating or something else. Now, I'm not sure why he was banned, and I'm not sure if he ever did type anything or what exactly happened with all that. But what I can tell you is that he admitted to using a VPN and modifying game files to get rid of the fog element in-game. Either way, he was banned, and even Mark chimed in with this reply saying he can't comment on the anti-cheat, but these cases are seen by the community team, and if it's reported as a false ban, then it gets investigated by hand, and that he can't guarantee that they won't find something and maintain the ban. Like I said, this was 2 weeks ago, and clearly they found something because his account is still banned. Days after that, he hopped on a Smurf, and days is being generous, it was probably more like hours, that he's had for quite some time now, which he tried to say it wasn't a Smurf, but it was a friend's account that he changed the name. Yeah, right. In my previous video about this whole topic, I think I showed enough evidence to show that that was indeed a lie. So basically now he's playing on an alternate account or a Smurf account to evade a ban. 100% against TOS, and then fast forward to this morning when I opened a stream on Twitch and I see him playing on his alt account, which is now in Legends by the way, but he's on the same team as the one and only Perfect Program, which for those that don't know, that's Apes. I really don't know how much more in your face these things need to be. It's a straight up mockery. Like, you might as well not even have banned his main account at this point if you're just gonna let him continue to play. But there was even a more recent situation that happened over the last couple days with a user by the name of Kainuru, where I tried to bring this to their attention in a tweet showing he's straight up boosting accounts and has no care in the world. Just hitting us with the old womp womp. Blatantly boosting accounts, titling the stream title boosting accounts, putting it in his stream number of accounts boosted, openly advertising it on his Discord, Twitter. It's shameful. And I keep asking myself, why are they avoiding these issues? Why aren't more people being banned? Sure, they may be small in comparison to issues like the cheaters and netcode and other things going on at the moment, but it's snowballing every single day, becoming a much bigger issue that's only going to be much harder, if not almost impossible to stop the longer they procrastinate. The only conclusion I can come to is that they're so down bad on player count right now that banning all of the Smurfs that they know of and all of the people boosting would only hurt the game even more. But I struggle with that because at the same time, more and more players leave this game because of these things happening. Probably not as many as all the Smurfs and all the boosters, but people are still leaving. I've said this before and I'll continue to go back to it. They told us ranked was for everyone, but people are being pushed away from ranked because by it being for everyone, clearly it's also for Smurfs, boosters, and cheaters as well. I want to believe this game will survive because I do enjoy playing it, and I can't say this enough because there are still people out there that think that my goal is to ruin it, which makes no sense to me, but the gross ignorance is insane when it comes to these issues. Whether it's willful or not at this point, doesn't even matter. I find it very hard to believe that they haven't seen or heard anything about any of this. It's just sad to see the route this game is taking, and they just don't seem to care about any of these issues, which I'll give him a temporary relief on this. I'm still going to make these videos as the opportunities arise, but I'm going to assume that what I said before is what they've decided to do as part of a damage control. And they don't want to ban tons of players right now smurfing and boosting because it would hurt the player count and ultimately hurt the game. But if the game isn't dead by end of season 3, I fully expect some sort of response. depending on the game's health over the next couple of seasons, and I do reserve the right to change that date, move it up, move it back, whatever. But let's end this video on a more positive note, because I don't always want to be negative about this game. We do have some interesting and good changes coming soon. And usually this is the highlight of my day, digging through replies from Mark. So last night I was tagged in a post discussing the spider bot, and we've heard a few times that they were toying with the idea of reworking it or scrapping it. And it's sad because I love hijacking it and returning to sender, but it's officially official. It's gonna be replaced, and we finally have some insight into what it might be like. Mark stated that it's in an early prototype, but it will follow the user and create an EMP field, which interestingly enough, will counter the cleaner's firebomb. And I can't even be mad at that. My only lingering question now is, as a DedSec main that uses the hijack ability, will I still be able to hijack it and make it follow me? Then someone asked about player collision and the whole teammates blocking you, but being able to pass through enemies like a ghost. Being stuck on a teammate is the absolute worst thing ever, and it's gotten me killed so many times. But Mark said that they will be changing this and making it so you won't get stuck on teammates anymore or pass through enemies. And then we finally got a bit of good news from my fellow objective game mode players like Zone Control and Escort, who are just tired of playing team deathmatch just to get that little extra weapon XP. Objective score, giving you that precious weapon XP that you have to play team deathmatch for, is coming, and it's coming in an update soon. And Mark's wording in this makes it seem like it'll be in the next patch, which I fully expect to be this week, probably on Wednesday. So we'll probably get pre-patch notes tomorrow night. And I could be wrong, Season 2 launch is only 2 weeks away at this point, so they may just hold up any upcoming changes and patches until then. But it feels like we're due for one, and waiting another 2 weeks seems like a really long time. But something else that comes out in 2 days that I will absolutely be covering on this channel is the updated top 500 list, because there are sure to be way more Smurfs creeping up in there. Just like I did last time, I'll be breaking down how many players in the top 500 on their main accounts also have a Smurf, or Smurfs plural, also in the top 500 that are then pushing out legit players further down that list and essentially stealing their rewards and glory of even being on the list. Last time I only devoted about 45 minutes to it and ended up finding about 15 to 20 Smurf accounts, and that number is sure to grow. But this time I'm planning on going down the entire list of 500, sniffing out all the Smurfs. It's a tall task, and if you want to help me out, feel free to join my Discord server. Link for that will be in the description of this video. And as soon as that list goes live, I'll put it up and post it in the Discord and let anyone else chime in on any Smurf accounts that they know of that belong to other players on that leaderboard. Also, there have been a couple people asking me for my in-game controller settings, and I'm not hiding them by any means, as they're not complex and I haven't really changed a whole lot. Most of it's default settings. But if you want a settings video and you made it this far in the video, comment the word settings and I can get that one out next. But another reminder, as I probably will all week in every video, our Stacked Up charity stream will be this upcoming Saturday, September 14th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, as well as my usual stream on Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope to see you all there, and I'll catch you in the next one.